Have you ever built something in Minecraft? A perfect little house nestled in a quiet valley, only to come back and find it gone? Not destroyed, not griefed, just vanished, as if the world itself had reset. This is the story of a world that doesn't stay the same, a world that forgets. It began subtly. I spawned into a new world, a beautiful one, towering spruce forests, gentle rolling hills, and a sparkling river that carved its way through the landscape. I did what we all do. I punched a tree, gathered resources, and set up a small base. A simple dirt hut at first, then a cozy wooden cabin by the riverbank. I built a farm, tended to my animals, and started to explore, mapping out the surrounding area. There was a village just over the next hill, a desert temple a bit further south. It felt like home. For the first few days, everything was normal. I'd log off for the night, feeling that sense of accomplishment, and log back in the next day to continue my project. But then, one morning, something was off. The river, my river, seemed wider. The trees on the opposite bank looked different, not spruce, but oak. I brushed it off. Maybe I was just misremembering. It's a big world, after all. The next day, the change was undeniable. I logged in, and my house was still there, but the entire landscape around it had been rewritten. The rolling hills were gone, replaced by a sheer cliff face. The river had vanished completely, leaving behind a dry, sandy bed. The village over the hill? Gone. It was like I was in a completely different world, but my small, handcrafted corner of it remained, an island of familiarity in an ocean of change. At first, I was just confused. I thought it must be a bug, some kind of weird glitch. I checked the world seed. For those who might not know, a Minecraft world seed is the code that generates the entire world. Every hill, every cave, every single block is determined by this string of numbers. The seed is supposed to be constant. It's the one thing that guarantees your world will always be your world. But my seed, it was the same. The same numbers that had generated the peaceful valley were now generating this alien landscape. It made no sense. It was like the universe had the same blueprint, but was building something entirely new with it every single day. I started to document it. I'd take screenshots before I logged off and compare them when I logged back on. The changes were relentless. One day, I'd be in a dense jungle. The next, a frozen tundra. My little cabin, which I kept expanding and reinforcing, became a beacon. It was the only constant. One morning, I woke up to find my home perched on the peak of a massive mountain, the clouds swirling below me. The next, it was at the bottom of a deep ocean, and I had to quickly build a glass dome around it just to survive. The village I once knew reappeared once, but it was miles away, across a biome I had never seen before. The villagers were the same, with the same trades, but they had no memory of their previous location. It was deeply unsettling. I tried building pathways, creating landmarks, anything to anchor myself. I built a giant tower, hoping I could see it from anywhere. But the next day, the tower would be gone, swallowed by the shifting world. Only my immediate, player-built area seemed to be spared. Living in this world became a unique kind of challenge. Survival wasn't just about fighting monsters or finding food anymore. It was about adapting to a world that was fundamentally unstable. Every day was a new expedition. I could never rely on a map. I could never count on a mine I'd dug yesterday to still be there today. Resources I'd found would vanish, replaced by something new. It was a constant struggle, a battle against geological amnesia. But there was also a strange beauty to it. I saw landscapes no one else has ever seen because they only existed for a single day. I witnessed sunrises over floating islands that would be gone by noon. I explored coral reefs that would be deserts by the next morning. It was like having infinite new worlds to explore, all without ever leaving my home. I started to feel a profound sense of isolation. How can you connect with a world that doesn't remember you? The paths I walked, the caves I lit, the very ground beneath my feet. It was all temporary. The world was a stranger every morning. The only thing that was real, the only thing that persisted, was what I built with my own two hands. My small cabin grew into a fortress, a self-sufficient biodome designed to withstand any environment. It had farms, tree groves, and animal pens, all contained within its walls. It was my ark, my sanctuary in a world of chaos. It was the only piece of history in a world without a past. But as I sat there, looking out through the glass at yet another alien landscape, This time, a bizarre mushroom island stretching to the horizon. I couldn't help but feel a deep sense of melancholy. I was safe. I was surviving. But I was utterly alone, a castaway, not on an island, but in time itself. It made me think about what we call home. Is it just the structure we build, the walls and the roof? Or is it the place itself? The familiar path to the river, the view from the hilltop, the community in the nearby village. All of that was gone for me. My home was just an object, a ship floating on an ever-changing sea. So I'm left with this question, a question that I think goes beyond just a game. If the world you know changes completely every single day, if there are no permanent landmarks, no shared history with the ground you stand on, can any place truly be called home? Or are we just visitors, passing through a world that will forget we were ever here? I don't have the answer. I just keep building, keep surviving, and keep watching the world be born anew every single day. Maybe that's all any of us can do. Thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts on this, I'd love to read them in the comments. See you next time.